Good morning and happy new week. So today I'm here to talk about what are the what are the key points document that you really need to get before applying for your study application. Number one, like I say in my previous video, somebody asked me that question. Like I say you can inbox me privately. So I was shocked because I already talked about it. I mean, you have to have your international passport. Is mandatory. That is number one thing, because there's no way you will apply for a course without including your international passport. You have to have your secondary school certificate, or if you're going for your master's, like I said, you have to have your bachelor degree certificate. But if you're going for bachelor's, you have to have your secondary school certificate. For those people coming from African, you have to have your WAEC, GIST or GCE, then your international passport. Yeah, but basically these are for the people that are coming for BSc, right? I said it. If you're coming for masters, you have to have your international passport. You have to have your, of course, your WAEC certificate, that's your secondary school certificate or your GCE, and mostly you must have your transcript, your university certificate, and then the transcript. These are very, very important. Even if you apply, they will still ask you to provide them. You get? So it's very, very important you get those things ready. Yeah. And then there's another mistake that people do. You think that the application for getting admission is the same with visa. No, with the visa process. No, it's not the same thing. They are actually different things. Though some of application you use for some documents you use for your study applications, you will still need them for your visa application. And when you get admission, does not mean you've gotten your visa. No, admission is the first step that will confirm the embassy that you are coming here to study, because the schools have to give that confirmation or the enrollment acceptance letter, and then of course the enrollment letter, which means that you've paid whether the full semester fee or half of it. Before school will give you enrollment letter, you must have made a payment. But acceptance letter means that they have accepted your application, that you are qualified or eligible to study. Then once the school give you, of course, when you provide the documents that like I mentioned, WAEC, for people coming from Africa, WAEC, secondary school cert, depending where you're coming from. But to show that you participated in college or secondary school, you need those certificates. You need your international passport. These are very, very important. If you're coming from masters, you need your WAEC, you need your secondary school cert. For other people coming from other country, I don't know other part of the world, I don't know what you call it, but in Africa we call it West African Examination Council, something like that. That is WAEC or GCE. Then your international passport, and then of course if you're a bachelor degree already holder, you need your BSc degree, certificate degree, and then your what they call it, then transcript, because they will definitely ask for the transcript. Then when you provide all those things, most of the universities here will ask you to make part payments. It's like that. It's hard. It's very hard for you to see a school that will ask you to come over and give you an admission letter or acceptance letter without you making any part payment. Some school will even ask you to make the whole payment. For example, if you're coming for your master's and you're going to pay 13,000 euro, for example, they might ask you. Of course, some school give discounts. Like most of those schools I do refer to you, they give discounts. I don't know about now, but most of the time, most of the school students that I recommend there, they got sometimes 2,000 euro discount, depending if it is the time the school is giving discount. So then the school would now ask you to make a part payment or to pay the first semester school fees in full, depending. So then when you make the payment, that is after they have offered you give you an offer letter, admission offer letter. Then once you make the payment, they will now give you acceptance letter. Some will give you enrollment letter. Then you are now sure that you've gotten your admission, you've secured the admission. Then with those documents, that acceptance letter, the receipts of your tuition part payments or full payments, is what we include in your visa application requirement. Of course, you have to also verify what are the documents that the embassy of the country you are going is requesting. You have to go to the embassy website. they will explain it. Then you have to provide all those things. Then if you have, more especially very important, your bank statement, you must get it ready. For example, if you are coming to Germany don't do bank statement, they do a blocked account, which means you have to block the money. You have to put the money in accounts, either Expatro or Fintiba. That means that money, you will put it in that account. They will block it down for you. They want to make sure that you have this money, that this money is real. They will put that money there, and when you come over, you print confirmation too from the Fintiba or the block accounts people to prove to the embassy that you've blocked this amount. You block social amount in it will go. That stands for Germany precisely that I'm talking about. That stands as your account statement for people coming to Germany. For other countries like Malta, you can do sponsorship. Germany too, you can do sponsorship. Your sponsorship will be the one to show that his account statement. For Malta, for example, or Bulgaria, you have to have this money in your account, or that acquired amount must be in your sponsorship account or in your own account, and that account must not be running less than 6 months. It must be running at least 6 months, and it must prove that the money is coming into that account and going out, that you'll be transacting with that account. These are the mistakes a lot of us do. They don't know. They just wake up, I want to apply for study visa, and then when they reject you do not know the reason. Some of the times it is the mistake we caused by ourselves, by not getting the rightful source information that will help you, to overcome your visa being rejected. So once those things are ready, then you can proceed to your visa application. For Malta, the school will contact the embassy. After you've been offered admission, you made the payment, the school will now write the embassy. The embassy, I don't know if they're still doing like that now, but the school will write the embassy and give your details to them. The embassy will be the one to send email to you and ask you to upload your visa application document, which you upload those international passport, your admission letter or your offer letter, your acceptance letter, whatever. The confirmation, they prove that you make payment. That also a proof that you booked where you will stay at least for the first 1 or 2 months. Whether hotel or you find an apartment. Finding an apartment is more better. It will convince them that okay, you truly know what you are doing. But if it's not possible, you can just book a hotel at least for 1 month. That will convince them that you have a place that is safe for you to come and then start looking for apartment. So these are most of the requirements. Your visa, your international passport, your admission acceptance letter, account statement or block account, all the necessary documents you will see, they listed it online there too. You have to provide all those things. And believe me, if you provide them, your visa is 99%, like I keep saying. It can only be a little bit delayed, but most of the time when your documents are very complete, it helps them to do the job smoothly and fastly without requesting do this. Because the truth is that when they open your application to attend to you and find out that your application is not complete, that they have a lot of documents, that there's still a lot of document that is missing, they can just drop your application and focus to another person that has the complete document. Because people are applying, they have a lot of application on their desks. So they wouldn't want somebody that they will start their application and the person do not meet the requirement. If you are lucky, they will just send you email to provide so document. If you are not lucky, they will just give you a rejection, or they will just dump your application and attend to people. Only God will help you for them to remember it again. So these are the things that happen behind bars that people don't know. So yeah, that's it. For people asking those questions, that's it. You have to get those documents ready. Block accounts and bank statement is very, 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 very important. Your international passport, your admission letter, your acceptance letter, and then your tuition fee proof is very, very important. And then you getting a place that you're going to stay to convince them that you are not coming to be a nuisance. You are not going to be walking around the street. These things are very, very important. If my explanation is helpful, please comment and also follow. Please subscribe to my channel. We have a lot of things to talk about study visa. So with time goes on, I will also talk about work visa and what student needs to do when they are graduating, how to be able to secure their work visa. Because a lot of people are making this mistake that when they are a student, they got confused. They make a lot of mistakes that will affect them, because after you graduate, for example, in Germany, after you graduate, your student visa will now change to work visa, and that should be only if you've gotten a job in the field you study, or a job that merits you getting a work visa. Of course, for example, in Germany, they will give you 18 months, and they call it 18 months job seeking visa. You can use it and look for a job. If you are lucky and get a job, of course, you get a job that period of time. Then they will change your student visa or job seeking visa to work visa. So there is a lot of process to this, and I will be explaining it small by small as we keep going. Please comment. Please, if what I'm doing is helpful, comment and then ask any question. I'm here to help you. I may not pour everything, I may not say everything here. There are some things that are very important that I might forgot to say here, but you can also ask me a question, then I can just answer you. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.